This is a little difficult to read. Inversion Impulse 1. First day, October 21st, Thursday. Autumn. The last traces of summer are disappearing today, a Thursday halfway through October. This is the day when I, Tonishiki, return home. It's been 8 years since I left. Shiki, hurry up. You're going to be late for school. I hear Keiko-san's voice floating in from the kitchen. Okay, I'm leaving. I call back. I place my hands together in the room. It was mine and the Arima's up until now. I'm going. Thanks for letting me live with you these last 8 years. Clap, clap. I fold my hands together in prayer. Then, grabbing my only bag, I leave the room that had become so familiar. I walk through the entrance to the Arima's house, then turn to face it. Chiki, Keiko-san, who had come to the door to see me off, calls my name somberly. See you later. Take care, Mom. What a strange thing to say. I won't be coming back. Never again will I pass through this door as a member of the Arima family. Thanks for looking after me. Please give my regards to Father too. Keiko-san simply nods. 8 years. The eyes of the person who had been my mother look so sad. I don't think I'd ever seen her like that before. I'm sure it'll be hard for you at the Dono's house. Please watch yourself. Your body is weak. You mustn't overdo it. I'll be okay. After 8 years, I'm just as healthy as anyone else. I'm a lot tougher than I look. I suppose you're right, but the Donos are different from everyone else. I'm worried that they'll be too much for you. I know what Keiko-san means. My home from today forth will be a mansion, an uncommon sight in this day and age. Not only is the house amazing, but the family itself is highly respected. It's said they hold significant investments in many corporations. To top things off, it is my true home. The Arimas have only been looking after me. But it's already decided. Yeah, it's something that's decided already. Alright, I'll be heading off then. Thanks for taking care of me. I repeat those words one last time and turn my back on the household I had grown so accustomed to over these past 8 years. I leave the Arimas and start walking to school with a heavy heart. 8 years ago, I recovered from a serious injury that normally would have meant death. And I was entrusted to the Arimas, a family branching off from the Tono family. I'd lived with my real parents at the Tono mansion up until I was 9. Then I lived with the Arimas for 8 years until now, my second year of high school. So does that mean he's been living with the Tono family, then got into that accident, and has been staying with the Arimas family for the years after that? I wonder why. I lived a normal life as an adopted son. From the time I met Sensei, no special circumstances Sensei told me about, as she part had never happened. And the classes hid the lines from me as long as I wore them. The life of Tonoshiki was a peaceful one. It meandered along gently until a few days ago, the day when the head of the Tono family sent word to me. Returned to the Tono mansion. Very family that, until now, had shunned me. I sigh again. To be perfectly honest, even before the accident, I'd never gotten along with the Tono household. Maybe as a kid I never liked the formality demanded by the family. Perhaps that's why I said nothing when the old man told me I was going to live with the Arimas. I think it turned out well. I got along well with my adopted parents, Keiko-san and Fumiya-san. It was as if they were my real parents. I lived a normal life in the loving family of the Arimas, like a real son, just like I had always wished. I don't regret living there, except for one thing. My little sister, 1 year younger than me, remained behind with the Tonos. Akia, I bet she hates me now. It would only be natural. She had to live in that mansion all by herself, under the constant supervision of that hard-headed old man. I could easily imagine what Akia thought of me, the one who escaped. I let out another sigh. I can't help it. What's going to happen will happen. Today, after school, I will return to my true home. God knows what will occur. But for now, I've got more pressing problems. My watch shows 7:45. Homeroom starts at 8 o'clock sharp, and anyone who isn't in class by 8 is marked as late. Clutching my bag, I start sprinting towards school. I managed to make it to school in less than 10 minutes. I enter from the back gate, accomplishing a feat that would bring the track scouts running if they knew. Come to think of it, today's also the last day I'll come in through the back gate. The Arima and Tono houses are on opposite sides of the school, with the Arimas being behind, while the Tonos are in front. Obviously, I'll be coming through the front gate in the future. And I quite like the lonely atmosphere back there too. For some reason, the back gates at the school isn't really popular. Only 10 people or so, myself included, actually use it. It's quiet and pretty devoid of people, day and night. Clang! What are those sounds? Like I said, pretty quiet. The sound of a hammer mixed with distant bird singing reaches my ears. Hammering? Huh? Clang! Clink! Clong! A half-repental ringing comes from one corner of the courtyard. What is that? Homeroom begins in less than 10 minutes. I don't have time to stop and find out. But I'm pretty curious. Right now, Oh, I like other choices. Let's see, I'm curious. I'm going to take a look. The source of the noise soon becomes apparent as I walk towards the courtyard. A female student is crouching in the middle of the tree-lined path, working with a hammer and nails. What is she doing? There are only a few minutes left until homeroom. Maybe she doesn't have a watch. At the moment, that's the best I can come up with. Still, to notice and then just ignore her would be somewhat cruel. I approach her unhurriedly, trying not to surprise her and speak. Hey, homeroom is starting soon. Huh? The squatting girl raises her face. The ribbon on the uniform displays the color of her 3rd year. The oldest student looks at me while holding her hammer. Her gaze through those glasses is so direct, I feel like I'm being pulled in. Her serious eyes make me want to apologize for bothering her. The spin she was facing is rotten beyond use. Come to think of it, our school's rear courtyard is in a terrible state of disrepair. The spins are neglected, and the flower beds untended. Apparently, the teachers intend for the students to conduct a big cleanup at the end of the year, so the maintenance men have done nothing since summer. I take in the situation with a single glance. The girl with the hammer is repairing the broken down splints, paying no mind to the fact that her tidy uniform is being dirtied. She has sweat on her brow and looks like she had been swinging her hammer in the most serious manner. But as far as I know, there's no one in charge of repairing public property at the school. What is it? The older student asks, adjusting her crooked glasses. It's nothing. I was just wondering what you were doing. As you can see, I'm in the middle of fixing the splints. Yeah, I can see that. That's not what I meant. I was wondering why you are doing something like this. Won't the maintenance people take care of it anyway? The older student laughs to hide her embarrassment. I'm the kind of person who can stand seeing a mess like this. I just can't leave them alone. It seems as though she's repairing the splints because she just couldn't let them stay that way. What an odd senpai. That's why you're fixing it on your own. If you don't like the mess, I just avoid coming here. Or why not just avoid coming here, I should say. Well, my classroom is over there. Senpai points at the 2nd floor classroom facing the courtyard. My seat is next to the window. Of course it is. So it's easy for me to see the courtyard. Well, usually I just bear it. But when I took my seat today, I was surprised to see all the splints in this area were broken. Senpai's face clouded, as if to say, isn't it terrible? Apparently she's upset, although she doesn't look seriously angry. You know what they say, strike while the iron is hot, and all. I borrowed the tools from the office and decided to fix them myself. And so, the explanation ends. Making a bow, Senpai returns to hammering the nails. Alright, I understand that. But how about we leave it for now? Our room is in less than 5 minutes. And if it's this bad, won't the school get around to fixing it pretty soon? No way! Gripping her hammer. The senpai with glasses shakes her head furiously. I won't be able to concentrate with a garden like this, even if I go to class. It would just sound like nonsense to me. And then the teacher will just say, "Hey, you! What are you staring at?" I'll get yelled at for sure. Senpai continues to grip the hammer while she emphasizes her point. Well, I suppose the teacher would be upset if you kept looking outside. He would, wouldn't he? That's why I have to do it now. With that, Senpai begins her repairs once again, clumsily hammering away. She's obviously not used to using a hammer. Clang clang rings the hammer as it hits the wood. By the looks of it, there isn't just 1 or 2 broken splints. I can't begin to guess how long it'll take her to repair all of them on her own. Bell begins to ring. Looks like first period started. I give up. Considering things have gotten to this point, I sit down silently and begin to help repairing the splints. Once I begin to help, I quickly realize mending them isn't that difficult after all. Although the older student is not used to making repairs, she is quite skillful anyway. She has already gotten the hang of it, and work is proceeding at a brisk pace. Senpai's movements are quick and sharp, and I enjoy watching her. She really is quite clever. Before I know it, there's only 1 splint left to repair. 30 minutes have passed. I can't stay here any longer, and a little more will be no problem for Senpai. Well, I'll be going. I stand up and dust off my pants. The student with the glasses also stands up and begins to stare at me. Come to think of it, just who is she? I hadn't given it any thought because of what I was doing, but when I stopped to consider her, I realized she's quite beautiful. Someone this good looking would be known by every male student. I would be talking about a 3rd-year beauty. I have to go. Don't work too hard, Senpai. She gives an obedient nod. Even though she's older than me, it's almost like dealing with someone younger. Thank you for helping me. I'm glad you did. She makes a quick bow. I'll be sure to come say hello during lunch. Don't forget to wash your hands, Tono-kun. How does she know our name when we don't know who she is? You too, Senpai. With that, I wave my hand and leave. Wait. Huh? Have I met you before, Senpai? Huh? Senpai cries out in surprise and mischievously puts on a depressed face. Tono-kun, you've forgotten about me? Huh? Forgotten? No, I don't think so. If I'd ever met a beautiful woman like her, there would be no way I'd forget. She looks up at me reproachfully. Those eyes, I'm sure I remember from somewhere, don't I? Come to think of it, we had exchanged greetings once or twice before, hadn't we? I don't know if it's seal or shell, senpai, isn't it? Apprehensively, I suggest her name. That's the drawback. With visual novels without voice acting, I'll probably be mispronouncing her name for all this duration. I'm glad you remember. You seem the type to space out and forget, Dono-kun. I don't think I can space out, but there's nothing I can do about the fact that I forgot. See you later then. Sorry for keeping you. Chill-senpai bows again. I watch her go, then start to walk towards the school building. When I reach my class, it's already the break after first period. I slip into the room where everyone's busy talking. I'll just be drinking some tea in the meantime. For some reason, the back of my throat and my nose are both very dry, so I sound more stuffy than usual, and I notice that my voice doesn't have its usual range. It's quite annoying, to be honest. My desk is the window seat in the very back row. Because, of course it is. So I can sneak there without drawing any attention. And when attendance is taken in the second period, everyone will probably say, "Hey, when did Tono get here?" It's a strange quirk in an otherwise dull class. But I guess that plan won't work this time. Who are you? Yo, truant boy. It's totally unlike you to be late. I sigh. It's just like reality is being hammered back into me after the pleasant time I spent with senpai. What's with that sour face of yours? Being late when I'm actually on time. What do you think you're doing? Hey, listen. I'm not coming to school for your sake, you know. What? But I'm coming to school for your sake. Wait, really? Why is that? That's so unfair. Words fill me. I wonder, like I have many times before, how I ended up knowing this guy. His hair dyed orange, his ears pierced. His vicious glare that screams he'll pick a fight with anyone, anytime. He's wearing overbrows clothes. Inui Arihiko is the only free-spirited outlaw in a university-oriented high school. We've been bitter enemies since middle school, right? If you make a carefree face like that in front of your rival, you'd better be prepared for trouble. In any case, Arihiko is a loud guy. Yo. Morning, Tono. Before I know it, everyone in class is looking my way and greeting me. Shut up, Arihiko. You're ruining my chance to slip into class unnoticed. Why am I your rival anyway? There are plenty of other tough guys around, so stop bothering me. Well, he still owes me close to 10,000 yen from middle school, so I guess that does make him my enemy. Why are you only mean to me, don't know? You're like a saint to everyone else. That's not fair. What? You just figured it out? Life's not fair. You're really only mean to me. I didn't try particularly hard to be cold to Arihiko. That's just the kind of relationship we have. By the way, Arihiko was a chronically late night owl who never shows up until second period, doing here in homeroom. It's a little... no, it's very odd. I was thinking that too. I guess being at school on time isn't just for when I happen to wake up early. Well, I won't comment on your hobbies. So what I'm asking is why you woke up early. Why I woke up early? I guess it's because I can't stay up late since all that first started. So I actually go to sleep at night now. You've heard the stories about these serial killings, haven't you? Wait, serial killings? Really? What's with my visual novels? All being about serial killings? It's a bit scary, honestly. Serial killings? I see. Come to think of it, I did do something like that. I feel a tinge of regret and needing Arihiko to remind me. For the past 2 or 3 days, I had been debating whether or not to return to the Throne household. I completely lost touch with the news. What was that again? They've given it some really nasty name. Like the Freakish serial killings or something. There's more to it. So far, all the victims have been young girls. The 8th victim was only 2 days ago. Wait, really? And to top of it all off, they were all... oh wait. What happened to them again? Arihiko tilts his head in contemplation. I'm an idiot for asking him. Yeah, I remember now. All the victims had cross-shaped slashes on their throats. No, Inuit-kun. Everyone who was killed lost a lot of blood. Oh yeah, that was it. They said it's some kind of modern day vampire or something. I sure know a lot about this. Yumizika-chan. Why didn't I want to say Chan? But honestly, she looks kinda cute. Not really. It's happening in this town, so it's in the news. There's some weird serial killings going on. 8 victims. Why is there not a lot more security around this part? You would remember it even if you didn't want to. I see. I thought it was happening in the neighboring town, but I guess it moved down here. Well, anyway, That's what happened. Even I wouldn't be going on the streets at night with a killer walking around. That's why I've been waking up at 7 lately. Wait, that's it? Having a good reason doesn't make a good story. Where's the fun in that? I sit down while dealing with Arihiko. Man, you're cold. Oh wait, that's supposed to be Arihiko then? It's so hard to see who is talking. Did you collapse from anemia already this morning? I'm alright, thanks for asking. If I was anemic 24 hours a day, I'll be dead by now. Me trying to do voices is cringy enough as it is, but I really can't tell who is speaking here. If you say you're okay, then I guess you're okay. The bell rings while we're talking. Hey, class is about to begin. Hurry up and get back to your seat. Yeah, alright. Oh, by the way, we'll have lunch today in the cafeteria instead of on the roof. I've invited a special guest, so look forward to it. With a screaming laugh, Arihiko returns to his seat. See you later, Tono-kun. Yeah. Sorry for keeping you. Yumizika-san. A light footsteps step across the floor as she returns to her desk. But it's a mystery to me why she enjoyed the conversation. He's just a classmate.